So here we are at the Merry Miller in Oxford with James.
Hello
James, how you doing? So you've got this beautiful car, a silver 928 S4 or GT, what have we got here?
GT.
And tell us a little bit about your passion for 928s. What turned you onto them? And
well, I was first at Nottingham. I went over there to buy, it was a household auction, and there was a 944, 1985 944, that was there for auction. And I didn't go there with the intention of buying it, but I saw it, and it was a total non-runner, flat tyres, a piece of wooden bearer holding the bonnet up, and over about 4.5, 5 months, with the help of a friend, I slowly sort of brought it back to life. It hadn't been started for at least 13 years.
Wow.
And I then became aware of the quality that the cars were. This was a 29-year-old car.
So this is the engineering that inspired you?
Yeah, yeah, the engineering and just sort of seeing how it was all put together. And I loved driving the 944. It had only done 52,000 miles. Very low mileage car for its age.
Let's get you around this one. So rather than get the bins in the background, let's get your car in the background. Yep.
That kind of got me thinking about what I suppose you'd call kind of modern classic Porsches. And I went down to London and I tried a 928 S2, and I tried two 928 S4s, and then I tried a 928 S4 Auto near me in Syston. And I did quite a lot of mileage travelling around trying to find the right car, and I happened upon this one. It was north of Bolton, in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't actually go there with the intention of buying it quite, but I saw it and fell in love with it at sight.
What was it about this particular model that you liked?
Well, it's manual basically, and
do you want to take us through the inside of the car and tell us about what you've got? Has it got any? They're all unique, aren't they? I know yours got a top tint screen.
Yeah, it's got a top tint screen. Not very clean.
It's a used car, isn't it?
Yeah, I bought this car, and I won't go. There we are. I bought this car, and in about 5 weeks, I put 3,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Just get acquainting myself with the vehicle, and I just kept going to the petrol station and filling it up.
There's one thing that always strikes me when you open the door of a 928 is the smell.
Yeah.
It's a unique smell, isn't it? It's leather and maybe a little bit of engine oil, but it's this wafting of quality leather that comes out.
That's right.
You never seem to get any other cars, do you?
No, you don't. I found a place locally to me in Leicester, and I have a bit of a problem here. Just where are you getting in and out?
The bolster, yeah,
the bolster. But I'm going to get that fixed. I've been told I can get that fixed for about £100. I might even get the seats cleaned.
And what are the seats? Essential. They look like a Magnolia Oyster?
Magnolia Oyster, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely, comfortable drive.
And what's the clutch like?
The clutch is heavy.
Yeah. A real man's car, somebody once said.
Yeah, it is. In fact, on about my second week of having this, I was coming back from Wales on the M54, and I got stuck. There was a bad traffic jam, there'd been an accident and roadworks, and I was on the M54 stuck for nearly 2.5 hours, and boy did my left leg know about that.
Now, you've also
go down the gym.
We were up at the Oil Can Cafe, and you just happened to slip that you've got another 928 that you're going to tell us about now. A very different kettle of fish. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was aware earlier in the year of an old late 70s 928 that somebody had got. It wasn't for sale, and I'd approached him over.
In fact, not unlike this this light blue one here. We've got a 4.5 litre, although this has actually got the 4.7 S2 engine. But tell us about your car, your find.
Yeah, it's. I found out that it was a 1978 car. It was originally on
a T plate, is that?
It's. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't got the registration document,
right.
But I think it possibly is a T plate. Yes. But it was built for the Japanese market or the North American market. But it's a right-hand drive car. But it's been registered in the UK all of that time. So I haven't got the authenticity certificate.
So maybe
yet.
A press demonstrator, perhaps.
I'm not quite sure. The number plate on it's VXY 928. Quite unusual, and it's one of the very early cars. It's been left outside for at least 10 years under some trees, and it's in a right state at the moment.
So it's a manual or automatic?
It's an automatic.
What's the interior?
4.5 litre.
Right.
The interior, I don't know what the original interior was. I haven't got the authenticity certificate yet, but the previous owner had started to renovate it, and he spent quite a lot of money putting new leather in throughout. But then he just abandoned the project and left it, essentially.
You showed us a picture of it with tyres stacked up around it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I mean, I've got some pictures, I can forward those and people will have a look at it.
Yeah, we'd like to see that on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, yes.
It's a big project.
And how long? How many years is that going? It's a bit longer than the 5 months for the 944.
It's going to take at least 2 years, at least.
So you've looked at quite a few cars.
Yeah.
And if you were passing on any advice to people today about what to look for and what to walk away from when it comes to 928, what would that be?
Well, I'm a relative newcomer, so
but even so,
you stand on the pulpit. But
you got some good experience.
Yeah. Well, my main factor was looking at the paperwork and service history. Lots of cars can look really shiny on the outside, and yeah, they polish up lovely, but it's what's underneath that counts. And even an old car that's looking a bit shoddy on the outside, if it's got the paperwork, if it's got the service history, that's what you've got to go for all of the time. Provenance, essentially, provenance.
And if you were to say there's one thing that particularly makes you smile about when you get out of your house, you walk up towards your S4 here, what would it be? The prospect of driving it, the way it feels, the way it sounds, the way it looks, what is it?
I love all of those factors actually, but it is a real driver's car. I love the sound of it, I love the acceleration in this GT. It's a car to be cautious with at times.
Yeah.
And I quite like that. It's not an average everyday car.
You got to think about it.
You do have to think about it. Had to think about it a few times on the way down today in all that weather. So,
I can imagine. All right, James. Well, good luck with the early car.
Yeah.
We look forward to hearing some more progress as things goes on.
Keep you updated. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Cheers.